I am Groot. What up, y'all? It's your boy Seth Grimes here to review the I Am Groot series of shorts on Disney Plus. These were fantastic. I loved these little shows. They're little mini episodes, like not even 5 minutes for most of them. They're just cute, little adorable, little mini day in the life adventures of Groot. I've seen, for the most part, a lot of people love this online. I'm seeing a lot of great reviews. I've seen a couple really bad takes of people that were not impressed with these. I honestly, I don't know how to identify with people anymore when there's people out there that don't like this show, because these are they're funny as hell the whole time, right from the very first second. I'm not sure if I watched them in order or not. Not sure. I watched The Little Guy, I think was the name of the episode, was the first one I watched, which I think is the funniest one. So kicked it off on a good start there. But this was just so much fun. Even from the very beginning, they have the normal like Marvel Studios intro, and then you have Groot like hitting the fast forward button, which is like, in my opinion, just kind of like a funny, like he's impatient, Groot's gotta hurry up and get on with it. I want to get to the show. And it also works in the favor of them being short, so you don't want a long drawn out intro. But it was funny right from the bat. I laughed at that. And then just all throughout these episodes, there will be spoilers here, so if you haven't seen any of them or you're worried about spoilers, please turn away now and then come back and watch when you're all done. But just little fun things throughout this whole thing. Like, Groot's an asshole, first of all. Like, he's got such a bratty attitude, but it's cute and adorable at the same time. Like, he's a punk ass. He's got a temper, and he's vindictive. But he's just so cute and adorable. It's just hard to hate him, right? This first episode where the big guy, I think it was, or maybe it was the little guy, I don't know. It was so funny that Groot's like, he builds this tree fort, and then a big bird comes and knocks it down, and it's kind of like this, and Groot's very frustrated about it. He throws a temper tantrum for like a half hour, which was awesome. It was super, super funny. And he just, he's so frustrated with being little because he's a big personality. And then he discovers these little micro bug things. They were in the trailer for it. And they do have a name. Apparently they exist in the comic books. I don't remember off the top of my head what they were, though. Do check out New Rockstar's review if you did like these shows and you want some juicy details. New Rockstars actually went into full detail, breaking down every little hidden thing. There's a scene where Groot's sitting on a toilet and he's reading a book, and it's in like Cree maybe or something like that. The language is foreign, but he was able to decode it from some other thing, another movie or show or something that had that language. And it's basically like a MCU version of Everybody Poops, which is just so funny, and it's not something you would ever get, but if you take the time to research those little details, it just adds that extra layer. But Groot realizes he can affect the civilization of these little tiny little bug things in this hole. And every time he like breathes, it causes like a big like gust of air or whatever. And at first he's beefing with them, and they're trying to go to war with him, and then he farts out a leaf, and then they're like all happy, and they're like, because it's enough the food to feed them forever. So Groot's like, oh my god, I love this. So he goes to try to get them more food, and he accidentally steps on the hole and kills them all. A few of them pop back out at the end, so I don't know if he killed them all or if he killed any of them or not, but it's implied that he squished them like bugs, and it's just so funny. That's where it ends. There's another one where he's having a dance-off with some kind of liquid creature, which I think is also a real thing in the MCU, but this liquid creature's on the spaceship, and it's like mocking Groot. It like takes the form of Groot, and he's like, I am Groot. And Groot's like, no, I am Groot. without the no part, obviously. He's just raging out at him. And then instead of fighting, or he gets to the point where he wants to punch him in the face, he decides to have a good old dance off, inspired by Quill in the first Guardians of the Galaxy. And he dances the guy out the liquid thing out like a door that opens to the outside, so he's able to like lock him behind like a force field wall, and then he opens like the hatch door to let him outside, and he just flies off into space again, murdering this poor creature, dooming them to space, floating out in space. But it's hilarious. It's funny little stuff like that. There's all kinds of little cute one. He gets in the fight with a bonsai tree in one, where he's still like a little potted twig. And this is where he like gets his legs because he gets so angry. He wants to fight this tree. And there's one where he takes a mud bath, and he like every time he puts it on, it like grows leaves on him like a chia pet, and he likes it, so he keeps, but they fall off right away, so he keeps going back to get more designs. There's like this squirrel bird that's all colored and stuff like a parrot, and he's laughing at Groot the whole time and laughing at Groot's misfortune. So Groot Groot goes up, and you don't see it happen, but the next you see Groot get mad, and the next thing you see Groot walking away with this like scarf that's like the fur or the pelt or the feathers of this bird squirrel. Then you see the squirrel up in the tree all shivering and naked, and just great stuff, man. There's literally nothing to hate about this. The only bad comments, bad takes I've seen online are like people that were expecting more out of this. Like, oh, I wanted a full storyline where, we see growth, and we see character arcs, and we see, the MCU advance, and like you're expecting way too much out of this, man. Or some people are mad that they're not as long as they should be, and there are shorts. They could be longer, but they're not. I mean, I'm not mad at it because I literally laughed the whole time. I had a big old smile ear to ear. This just brings so much joy. Like, there's literally nothing to be mad at about these. I highly recommend to go out of your way to watch them. No, you're not going to get anything new. It's not developing the MCU or progressing storylines, or, there's no real reason to watch these other than they're just fucking highly entertaining. I honestly hope to see so much more of these. I hope they do like another season or another round or another batch of these. Watching them all will take you less than a half hour, and you're going to laugh out loud multiple times, and you're going to smile, and you're going to have a good time because Groot is super adorable, super funny. Everything he does, like his rage, he's so ragey but cute at the same time. And I know I've said that quite a few times. It's just the best way to describe it. He's fucking adorable, but a little punk ass at the same time. He blows up the ship, or blows up a part of the ship at one time, trying to make like this art project, and Rocket Raccoon makes an appearance, and it's just fantastic. So that's all I got to say about it. I won't keep you too long. I just really wanted to stress how awesome this was, and how you should absolutely go out of your way to see it. And I hope there's more of them. So highly recommend. Go check it out, and we will catch you in the next review. Peace, love, and pizza. I am your boy, Seth Grimes.